talked about a couple of the, the initial executive orders, but now we're seeing
just short of 7 days in, and there's just like everything's just
making a lot of moves.
I think RFK is on the Hill today, being
for confirmation.
being questioned for confirmation.
I was listening to some conspiracy on how the validity of that petition, all these doctors signing, against his nomination, how there were actually doctors on that list that had supposedly signed multiple times that said, no, we never signed that.
Right.
So,
really?
Wow.
And the main funder of that list was essentially funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, which is, if you go even further, a lot of the pharmaceuticals and what's happening on the behind the scenes with, manipulating our food system is that.
Anyone who's against shining some daylight on some of this stuff, the way that things have happened, because if it's been done for good reason for a long time, that'll be shown as truth and transparent. But if there's any impropriety in terms of, why things have been used in food production, or who's actually signing off on them being good for you or required and necessary, right?
There's been so many meetings in front of Congress, of even, let's say, the summer of last year, before really the election and everything, of a lot of these, people that are in the healthcare industry, that are doctors, that, have gone before these companies, and specifically Robert Kennedy, as how he went against his whole track record, and where he was anti-chemical, he was supporting the environment. So if you take that same equation and apply that to, he's anti what they put into vaccinations, not anti-vax, and then he's labeled as anti-vax, even though he's questioning some of the material that is in it. It's kind of a propaganda. And
if you can't stand up to questioning, you don't need to be in the room. Right?